as a married man, the worst place you could go, because I would almost go as far to say it's like being napped. Okay, these women are going to hustle and hustle their way until they get a husband. There's no going about it. They don't care if you have children. They do not care if you're married. They want you, and above all, physically, they need you. They cannot survive without you. The country cannot go on without men. Also, foreign men are actually better for these women, because when you mix genetics, so if everyone's just Latvian and stays Latvian, the genetics are not as strong. But mix Latvian with, I don't know, Latino genetics or German genetics, what it does is it enhances the people, right? They're going to become stronger, better, more intelligent. I can see it now. And they don't really care if you've got a wife back home. In fact, they'll probably be happy to share you and see you half the time, as long as you give them what they want, which is a family.
Read a few of the comments that were left in the comment section of this video in a moment, but there are so many things that I want to touch base on first things first before we get into all of that. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Women are starting to turn on each other because the struggle is real. The men were not faking when they said that they were done. The men were not playing when they said, no, I just need one woman to settle down with. I'm done being outside. I'm done being in the streets. And these guys did just that. They found their wives. They found their partners, their significant others. They found the women that they want to be with. And they're not looking for side chicks. And now the women are begging to be side chicks. They're not looking for replacements. As long as you're doing what you need to do as a woman, these men are satisfied where they are. And so with that being the new reality, a lot of the women are plotting. A lot of the women are turning on each other. And if you have a man that is a good quality man in your grasp, they're going to do their best to snatch and steal him away from you, sis. Because she sees that he's faithful. She sees how well he treats you. And while I can agree and say that, to her point, you're not probably going to get the same man. The same way that women treat men differently depending on the caliber of man that he is, depending on what he's ready and willing to put up with and tolerate. The same thing goes for the women, right? So I'll say that she's right on the money when she's saying, yeah, just because he's doing this for me does not mean that he's going to do that for you. You come off as a jump off. You come off as somebody that is just thirsty and desperate for attention, So yeah, we're not the same. So I will say that. However, where I do have to give her some pushback, and people in the comment section gave her some pushback as well, is when she's out here being very, very defensive, talking about hiding her man. If you know that you have a stand-up guy, if you know that you have a man that is faithful, that loves you, that honors you, you want to show him out to the world. Nobody can come in between that. So to me personally, and y'all can sound off in the comments and let me know if you disagree or if you agree, but to me, it gives that maybe you're not in the best of relationships, or it gives that maybe you don't really trust that man that you're with when you feel it necessary to hide him, to not post him, to place all of these different emojis over his face. Like, girl, tell me you don't trust your man without telling me you don't trust your man. Because I'm going to be honest, you all, I know the climate. I know how thirsty and desperate and lonely and struggling these women are out here. So I'm not lost on that fact that they will attempt to come through and snatch up your husband, snatch up your boyfriend, snatch up your partner. I know what these women are on. But to me, in my personal opinion, I feel like you should be so solid and secure within your relationship or within your union that you don't care what these chicks are trying to do. You don't care what these chicks' intentions are. Like, I know my man is solid. I know that he wouldn't do X, Y, and Z to me. So I don't even budge on that. I don't like when women walk around with that type of insecure type of energy. Like,
you just need to hear what happened yesterday. We were actually traumatized. Like, what was this girl like? See, in the concert, right? There was this girl. First of all, there was a man and a girl, and they were clearly in a relationship. Like, she was like sitting back on him and all, no, like this. There was a girl beside us, right? This girl was after this man like all night long.
She was like absolutely over him. She was falling over like the people in front of her and then falling into people behind her, like hugging into him. And he wasn't like, get away. He was like
this with her, like grabbing her up, like, while this girl was like this, like leaning against him in front of him, like this. I seen him. He grabbed her bumhole. He was kissing her on the forehead, on the cheek. Right. There was a point with the girl, like his girlfriend, got out to the toilet. You should have seen him then. All we did all night, like fuck icon. All we did all night was watch this, like this. Like, we don't know how to say his girlfriend didn't push that girl. That was a push that girl down the stairs and job. And I don't know what the hell her boy was doing either. I would have punched him. Are you joking?
Whenever we were leaving, he was like, I'm not with her. I'm not with her. And I'm like,
Did he say that?
Yeah, whenever we were going to leave before the last song, we thought it was done.
See, you know what she was like an absolute melter. She was pure like messy drunk, like falling into you. She was dropping her drinking all over me, like, and she kept coming up to us as well. And I was just like this. But she was full on trying to steal. Like, you just needed to see it. Just picture the scenes of your man standing there, his girlfriend like in front of his body like this, and this other girl trying to steal him, like literally kissing him and all, grabbing him up and all for hours. The entire concert. No, so I don't know. I just felt really sorry for the girl. I don't know if she was afraid to say something or like, what do you think that was? Like, why would she not have said anything?
No,
because you couldn't let that go. Like, I would have actually left because no man's embarrassing me like that. Are you? No.
So TikTok, apparently there's no single men out there anymore. So we have to, single woman, we have to go share. So I was talking to a friend the other day and I said to him, he said to me, you know, women have to go share now. So whether you have a man at home, you have to go share him, or you're gonna, if you're a side chick, you're gonna forever be a side chick. I was really offended by that because I am single and I would love to have somebody for myself. I'm not willing to share anybody or willing to be a side chick forever if I am one. So, you know, it stemmed from one of my videos, the video I posted introducing myself to TikTok, and I had so many views and so many single men commented. So I even said to him then, you're telling me that all these men that commented, every one of them is taken? So he said, yeah, there's no single man, so woman has to go share now. So the wives at home have to be okay with sharing their man, and the other woman, them have to be side chick and okay with that. So I want you guys, all the wives, tell me if you're okay sharing your man, because man short, there's no single man out there, and side chicks, are you okay being a side chick forever? And I want the men in the comments and let me know if you're single, because I am single and ready to mingle and I don't want to be sharing. So I'm open and praying that there's somebody out there for me and not for me and somebody else. So chime in, share this video, like this video, leave a comment, and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay.
Listen closely. If you think that attracting a woman is challenging, oh, you are in for a rude awakening. Because when you get this woman attracted to you and you are in a relationship, now you are dealing with a whole different ball game. And what are we talking about? We are talking about women who love to steal men in relationships. Let me hit you with some truth. Do you know that 2/3 of people that are diagnosed with kleptomania are women? And the whole kleptomania is not like stealing and shoplifting. Kleptomania is they actually can afford the product. Like the kleptomania, the woman that she sees you with another woman, she probably saw you months, weeks before, has been in your orbit and has never made the attempt, because a lot of women always want what they can't have. When she sees you out and you're with this woman or you're dating women, all of a sudden to her, she gets this dopamine rush that she wants to attempt to try to steal you from somebody you're in a relationship with or dating. And I don't know if you know this, but when a kleptomania does steal, do you know before they actually steal the product, that they actually get aroused by it, that a lot of women get turned on by this behavior? And you know, I'm gonna tell you what to take responsibility. Men, us men, we have to. You know why? Because we have made it too easy for women to get our validation. We have made it too easy for access, giving phone numbers, following them on Instagram, on multiple social medias, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. They can see when you're active. If you message them, then you double text. Now here's the kicker. Only the real ones know, all right? I'm talking about the men who've been in multiple relationships or dated. The kicker is the women who actually like to mate, poach, and steal. These ain't the big bags, okay? These are the 36, 24, 36. And you'd be like, why does she need to steal when she can go probably get any man that she wants? And this is the key. The key is, even though she looks well put together, even though you think she's got all the bells and whistles, and one of those behaviors is from a low self-esteem. Because one, they're afraid of rejection. Because a lot of times, if she does hit on that man and that man does not give her the advancement or, you know, play the game that she wants to play, that guy's not gonna say anything. And you'd be like, no, this guy is not being sneaky. He ain't gonna go tell his girlfriend that so-and-so at work, right, hit on me, that so-and-so at the gym hit on me, because it's all of a sudden gonna make his life a living hell, and his girlfriend or his wife is gonna be up his you know what. So it's not like that a man is being sneakative. Is that even a word? Sneakative, I don't even know. It's not that a man is being sneaky. It's that a man wants to keep his peace, and if he know he tells his woman, he's not sure she can handle it. So you're like this. These women got all these choices with all these guys that's single. But I'm telling you, women, some of them can be so methodical and sneaky. I mean, they sneaky to the fact where they'll watch you and they'll be like, she don't treat him right. She don't cook him dinner. She don't iron his clothes. She don't do that. She'll ask him questions at work, and she thinks in her head that I can treat this man better than this woman. Now, this is another statistic. Over 25% of relationships start from mate poaching. 25% of relationships start from somebody stealing somebody from another partner. You almost have more success of getting into a relationship after being in one. Now, see, this is the whole thing, right? I'm not saying that it's right. And I've even been in situations, right, where I noticed when I dated this girl from the Caribbean, she was extremely beautiful in my 20s. She was just drop dead gorgeous. When I dated her, I have never got more attention from women in my life because they looked at her, then they looked at him. And then the thing is, with women, they're going to say, if she likes him, well, he must have something, you know, he has resources. You know what I mean? He must be funny. You know, you're good looking, you're handsome. You know, they say you might got a big, you you got money, you got notoriety, you're famous, maybe your family. Women make all these things up in their head, and they create this fantasy, and they start to hyper focus on somebody that's in a relationship. That's why it is extremely important for a man for you to be secure. And it's so easy to get caught off guard and be insecure to fall for this. But you do not want to do this because you don't want to ruin your character. You don't want to do this, and you don't want to abuse your power of being in a relationship. I will never forget something my grandma told me. She said, stolen water tastes better to a woman. I'm going to say this again. Put it in the comments. Stolen water tastes better to a woman. They can go in a store and they can go buy the water. No, they would rather steal it. This is why when you're a man, they said they want high value this, high value that. They want guys to do all, make the six figures, you know, the whole thing, right? You gotta realize this. Women would rather share and rotate a Rolls Royce than to own her own personal Honda. Because that's just the behavior of most women. That's it, period. And as a man, you have to understand how they function in order for you not just to win at the game of relationships, but to win in the game of life, period. And I'm gonna hit you with some cold hard truth. As a man, it is not your responsibility to be in a relationship and be required to give another woman validation. Because we ain't falling for that. That's the forbidden fruit. That's what the woman wants, the forbidden fruit. That's just the beginning of time in the Garden of Eden, where Eve tried to give it to Adam, where Eve had to take a bite of the forbidden fruit to touch something that is not yours. Once we understand the nature of women and I see how they move, then we can win. So let me give you a little story about how this whole situation works and how women love to steal another woman's man. So I've been going to the gym for like almost 2 years now. I go at the same time, right? And I go by myself. Okay, I go in there, I do my business, I go at the slow time of the day, same time every day, right? Then at the gym, there's this woman who I previously knew, who used to go to another gym that I went to years ago. So, you know, we cross paths, and she know me back in the day when I'm in the gym, I'm all about business. I don't talk too much. I just might nod and this, that. But recently, she was all like, hey, I'm trying to get back in shape. Hey, could you help me with a few things? So, you know, I get on the bike, on the stationary bike, and I warm up. So all of a sudden, she starts coming at the same time. And I'm going to tell you this. See, when they like you, too, they're going to start to find you, and they're going to hunt you down. You don't have to chase a woman. When a woman likes you, she's going to enter your orbit. But anyways, so we sitting there chit-chatting, and then all of a sudden, people in the gym, they all start looking because they never seen me, like, talk to a woman. So now all the women are like, is that the type of woman that he likes? Does he like them that tall? Does he like them that short? Does he like them that skinny? Does he like them that thick? But there's this one woman there who seeks validation from every guy in the gym. And when I see her, I don't give it to her. When I see her, I don't even look at her. I look the other way. And so we were on the bike one day, and it was after the Lions lost to the Commanders. Shout out to the Lions. And sitting on the bike, and me and my friend were sitting there talking. And she comes over, and we're on 2 stationary bikes. And she comes over, and she grabs my bike with her hand and was talking to the girl. She was like, oh, girl, hey, I like your outfit. Your outfit cute. And she was like, oh, thanks, I got this, and that. And she was like, oh, my gosh, look at your watch. Your watch is cute. And she was like, yeah, my watch is actually broke. And she was like, I don't care. And I was like, oh, and when she said, I don't care, and I saw her body language, I knew what she was going to do. I knew that she came over to check the woman that I was talking to see where we stand, because she wanted to make a play. She sat there right in front of that woman.
Women are stealing men from their friends. Listen up, pay attention. Stop scrolling for a second. Ladies, we got to have a conversation, because most of y'all are getting too comfortable. Men, pay attention, because this one is about to get wild. I'm seeing more and more situations where women have good men at home. She's taking him for granted. Dry attitude, no appreciation, no affection, constant complaints, no effort, no peace. Meanwhile, her homegirl watching the whole time. Oh yeah, it's about to get crazy. The same friend that's sitting at girls' night listening to all y'all relationship problems. Same friend that says, oh, you deserve better. The same friend that's liking his post. She's taking notes. She's observing. And here's the scary part. She's noticing everything that you're not doing. She's noticing that he's loyal. She's noticing that he goes to work. She's noticing that he takes care of business. And she's sitting there thinking, if she doesn't want him, I will. Not once, not twice. I've seen it happen many a time, because the dating market is crazy right now. Good men are not growing on trees. A lot of women are realizing that finding a solid, dependable man is harder than ever, especially when you're getting closer to 40. That biological clock is ticking louder and louder. The games become less entertaining. All of a sudden, that man that you're ignoring, he's starting to look like a lottery ticket. Now, let's be clear. Nobody owns another human being. But if a man decides to leave, that's his decision. But if you're demanding loyalty, you're demanding commitment, demanding monogamy while giving minimum effort, don't be shocked when somebody else sees his value. Relationships require maintenance. You can't stop dating your partner. You can't stop showing appreciation. You can't stop making them feel wanted, because somebody is out there paying attention. And men, know your value. Women, don't get so comfortable that you forget what you have. Because the moment you start treating your partner like they for granted, somebody else is looking at them like a blessing. If you agree, drop a 100 in the comments. Let me know what you think. Follow me for more dating and relationship content. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you're struggling with confidence, you struggling with approaching women, get my ebooks, Unshakable Confidence, Shoot Your Shot. Also, don't forget to join my Patreon. We're going crazy over there. If you want my long form content, go to Melville Dynamics on YouTube, my ebooks, merch, and more, my 101 phone calls, go to melvilledynamics.com. The links are in the bio.
That man is not getting attention because he's special. He's getting attention because of who he's with, okay? I hate to say it, but he's not the main event here. He's the plus one. When women are looking at him, it's not because they're saying, oh my God, I want him. He's so hot. Okay? They're actually looking at her like, what's going on with that? What do they have going on there? He must be doing well in life. He must be really smart. Something's going on over there. Listen, my cortisol levels simply cannot take men misunderstanding basic social dynamics. It's called pre-selection. Look it up. Because all of that good lighting that man is getting is actually the spotlight that the girl brought to the table. And sadly, I've seen this happen in the wild. Some women don't flirt with men that they actually want. They flirt with them because they want to win a game against her. She's basically on an episode of Survivor just gathering data. Meanwhile, this poor soul of a man is sitting there saying, wow, yeah, I still got it. I got it going on. Like, no, sit down. Okay, you were never assigned. You're basically just the monkey in the middle of two women that want the ball. So get a grip. The guys that can actually figure this out are usually very strong, masculine men anyway. And the ones who complain about it are usually the dudes that feel like they're the prize.
Because women don't care about other women. They don't. There's something that you guys have created, a fallacy, a sisterhood. Let me tell you something. If your man is paying for stuff, if he's blowing your back out, if he's not cheating, do not tell your best friend. Ladies, hold on a second. Let me talk to the camera. If your man is paying for stuff, if he's blowing your back out, if he's not cheating on you, do not go and tell your best friend. Because let me tell you something. Misery loves company. These women are not your friend. They will take your man and walk down the road with him and not care.
So can I just say, yeah, because this is a conversation that you had on Backchat the other day, yeah, and this how this pretty friend of the group thing came about. I agree with you to some degree, but I feel like let's move away from the notion that real sisterhoods and real friendships don't exist. I can honestly say, like, I've been friends with my core group for 25 plus years now. We've been friends from reception, yeah? Those are my G's. Like, those are my sisters. We will tell each other, we hold each other accountable, and I think that what you're referring to, men also do the same thing. So we make it seem like...
Oh, no, 100%.
It's just women that just have this fake friendship thing and then it, like...
No, listen, okay, so you said to me, why do I speak to women?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because it doesn't matter what I say to the man then.
Yeah.
All right, women are the standard. There's a saying, no nation can rise higher than the shoulders of its women. What that means is, when you look at a nation, you look at its women. And depending on what its women are doing, it's going to show you the nation. It's one of the oldest things. So when women are in a culture, when women are quality stock, and you can tend to see how society follows it.
When you say quality stock, what does that look like?
I mean, look.
What's quality stock?
I mean...
Because first of all, referring to women as stock is insane, but quality stock, let's go anyway.
I mean, don't focus on the stock, because you'll be like...
Okay.
It's not like seasoning, you know? Maggie Cube.
That's what I'm thinking about.
I'm
just seeing Maggie Cube.
Town compete to find a husband because of man shortage. Dongguan in southern China is known as the sex capital of the country. However, in Dongguan, there's way more women than men. So the women of Dongguan actually have to compete to find a man. And the men of Dongguan are actually able to have multiple girlfriends. This man right here has 4 girlfriends.
Well, I just seen on my For You page just now, somebody doing a recap video about how basically her husband now was somebody else's man that she low-key took. And she already knew that he was in a relationship. Well, let me not sit here and say that she already knew that he was in a relationship. The girl actually DM'd her and told her that they were together and was basically saying how they not gonna get married and all this other stuff, which I feel like the guy definitely was telling the other girlfriend that, like, he only using her and that he not gonna marry her, and the other girl believed it until she figured out what was going on and went to the girl, DM'd her, and I guess the lady ended up, like, leaving him after that, went home, right? Mind you, let me tell you this from now, the man is Jamaican. That's a red flag within itself, babes. But yeah, so they ended up, like, I guess not being together after the trip. And she went home and I guess he was, like, blowing her up. She ended up basically getting back with that man and they're married today. I don't know too much of the story because it was definitely a recap and it just sounded like she was trying to, like, summarize it up. But my thing about it is that, like, why do y'all go after men that don't belong to you for real, right? Or at least once you find out that they're in a relationship with somebody else, you decide to, like, stay for the long run. Even if y'all break up and then come back together, he did you dirty and you want to stay with that man? And I hate when people try to, like, use God as a reason as to why they're with the man. No, God was trying to show you the first time that that man wasn't good for you, and even came back a second time using the girl saying, don't get with this man, and you still decided to give this man another chance. No, that's nothing but the devil. And I can't even blame the devil. That is literally your free will. Like, that's what you wanted. You wanted to suffer like this. And let's say he does cheat on you because she already knows that those comments are coming. That man is definitely going to cheat on you, sis. Like, and apparently he don't even live here. He live in Jamaica still, so he's definitely cheating on you. And if you want to have faith, then have faith. But I wouldn't necessarily try to, like, throw it off on God. You're just being dumb and naive for a man that you think is cute.
Let me help you understand the psychology of women who steal other women's men. The highlighted word is vicarious. Essentially, the woman who steals another woman's man is not necessarily interested in the man. 90% of the time is not about the man. It is about the jealousy of the man's woman. And if you have been in this situation and somebody has taken your man away from you, trust me, it wasn't because your man was a catch, because any man who can lower his moral compass and go towards a woman he barely knows is not a high value man. And they know that, but they're targeting you. These Jezebel energies, as I would like to call them, they envy a lot of qualities that other women have. It could be morality, it could be kindness, it could be intelligence, it could be ambition, it could be a lot of things. It could even just be your physical beauty. But they want to vicariously live through you to see what is so good about this man, what is so good about your life, why do you keep attracting all of these things? And if they can take your man away from you, it proves their own worth. Now, I don't mean to shame anybody who has the Jezebel energy, but let's just make things clear and realistic. You can heal from this Jezebel energy or this unhealed trauma-filled persona that you currently carry. You can become a divine feminine. But right now, I just want to make it clear to all the women who have done this to other women in their past. What did you really gain? From a spiritual standpoint, the more you do this, the denser your energy becomes, and the more toxic you become. Did you really win in taking away this woman or whoever you're jealous of? Did you really win? Because if it was this easy to take it away from them, then it means you just helped this person align to a higher path. Because if you take away somebody's man who you think is high value and they're easily stripped away like that, you didn't win. Now be honest with yourself and look within. If you feel like you do have these toxic tendencies to carry this Jezebel energy, it is not too late to heal. Understand empathy, stop seeing the world from an ego standpoint, and understand that there is abundance all around us. You do not have to be in scarcity mentality.
Y'all gonna hate what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Cheating is not enough to leave that man. Y'all looking at me crazy, but it's true. I'm sorry, but I wholeheartedly believe that every single man cheats. And if you getting up under this post saying, oh, my man don't cheat, my man don't this, that means he's good at it. Long story short, if that man is treating you well, you are taken care of, you're not getting hands put on you, you feel me, he's providing, cheating is at the bottom of the list. All the bitches about to get in my comments like, oh, sis, there's people who don't cheat out there. Da, 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 da. Find them. Every single man cheats, sweetheart. And the sooner y'all accept that, the sooner you'll be happier.
As a man, you are seen with an attractive woman, a high-quality woman, a desirable woman. You become more desirable to other women. I've talked to friends where they've even gone to clubs. They'll go there with a woman and they'll get more attention. Wow. And when that woman walks away, some of these women will try to slide in and slip in a number here and there.
Why do women do this? Why? It seems like women don't have ethics or don't have integrity, as opposed to saying, hey, I appreciate and I'm happy for you too. Why is it that some women want to get in there and try to, quote unquote, steal the man or influence the man to stray?
Well, so it starts with the fact that women have this perception that quality men they're not in abundance out here. Yes, they're very scarce. So when you come across one, or you think you come across one, a lot of them have the mentality of, oh no, I have to try to get my foot in the door.
Craziest things in the world, and we don't talk about it enough, is how women will only want your man because he's your man. Like, before you were in the picture, before they knew that like you were with him and you were happy and he was doing everything for you and everything was great, nobody was really checking for him. I'm not saying he's not fine and he's not cool and he's not whatever, but they weren't checking him for him the same way that they are now that they know that you are with him. Now that you're posted up happy with him, now that he's buying you flowers and he's making you happy and you're going on vacations and going on date nights, all of a sudden he looks so attractive to other women. Like, they see another pretty girl that's happy and smiling and they're like, I want what she has. And when they say it, they like genuinely want what you have, your man. And it's the weirdest thing in the world because girls are genuinely so competitive to the point where they really just want your man because it's your man. And even if they don't really like the man that much, like, even if they don't really fuck with him that much, but they're like, oh, she likes him and she's happy with him and he's doing all this for her, so now I want him because I want that treatment and I want to feel like that, and I want to feel like if he likes her and she's gorgeous and then he likes me, that means I'm also gorgeous and I'm also great and I'm also wonderful. It is the weirdest thing in the world. Those are those weird girls, okay? They think like, oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. Like, I'm gonna spin the block because if he's happy with her, then maybe he can make me happy. Girls are fucking weird.
Women that have such low self-esteem, they have no identity. There is absolutely a reason why certain women go after men who are in relationships or men who are unavailable. It is because those men were attached to someone they looked up to. Those men were dating or are dating women that they think are beautiful, think they want to be like, that are stylish, women that just have an overall essence about them. They want to be like them. So inadvertently, they will try to get your man. If you are a woman who carries herself high, you're pretty, you have a light, people envy that. They want to have people react to them the same way people react to you. There are so many people out here who really do not love themselves, don't even like themselves. If they look up to you, they are going to try to be like you in every single way, whether that's befriending your friends, messing with your man, dressing like you, doing things that align themselves with you. She's going to automatically just look up to you, especially if you have really high self-esteem and you just hold yourself to another standard. She will start to do things similar to you because in her eyes, if she achieves something that you've achieved or dresses the way that you dress or looks the way that you look, she will somehow be like you. Because she wants to do everything like you, she believes that if she gets your boyfriend to show her any type of attention, any kind of attention at all, that means she is similar to you. Your boyfriend could be the most unattractive man in the world. She's going to find him attractive. She wants to be like you. In her head, she is like you. And that makes her feel validated. That makes her feel better about herself because she looks up to you. If she can get the attention from someone that is so close to you, that means that she is similar to you in some weird way. If she gets your man's attention, in her head, she feels that you and her are on the same level. You actually love yourself, and that's why people love you. But because she cannot stand by herself and she doesn't have a sovereign personality, she's going to attach herself to anything that is attached to you. And it really doesn't matter what kind of attention it is. It could be anything from a text message, a like from a comment on social media. It could be anything insignificant. Anything that makes her feel validated, makes her feel as if you both are on the same level. This is why it's so important to really vet your friends. Hang out with women who also have high self-esteem just like you do. You really have to use your discernment when you are making friends with people. So many of these situations would be avoided if you hang out with people who are like-minded, who love themselves, know who they are, who don't need anything or anyone to validate themselves.
Guys, have women lost their minds? Is there a shortage of men? What's happening? So a couple weeks ago, I was in a safe space and I was like, oh my god, I have a crush on someone, blah blah blah. And then one of the girls was like, oh my god, we can go to the shop so that you feel more comfortable and you can ask this person out. I didn't take it seriously, left it alone, but I ended up seeing this person at that place unplanned. And then that day she was like, oh my god, is this the place? I was like, yeah, this is the place, blah blah blah. And she was like, yeah, I meant to, you're talking about so-and-so, I meant to set up an event there and been meaning to actually, you know, make this happen. I was like, this is great idea, blah blah blah, you should definitely do it. Then she casually mentioned, oh, that's boyfriend. But I thought it was a joke, or I thought it was like a way of saying, oh, this person is attractive, so I kind of like left it alone, didn't take it seriously. Anyways, seeing this person more and more now at that particular spot, and I'm over here disclosing information thinking, oh, this is like a comfort person for me, like she is potentially becoming a friend at this point. So one of those days when I was like working there, she I check in with her. I was like, oh, did you ever, you know, get to talk to this person about the event that you wanted to set up? She goes, yeah, and I ended up taking this person's number. I'm like, oh my God, great. I think about it and I'm like, why don't I just ask her for the number at this point? So I go ahead and say, hey, can I have the number? So I can basically shoot my shot. This person goes, ha ha ha, go get yourself. Mind you, this was the person who had said, let me go with you so that you feel more comfortable asking this person out, right? Now there's two things, right? All right, even though I'm a bit wild, I still have a logical mind. So there's one side of it which is like, okay, you know, private information, you don't want to give this out, blah blah blah. There's another side which is like, this is extremely weird, because even if that were the case, why would you go about saying it the way you did? That's crazy. So you were like plotting along or something? It's insane.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to this channel. Today we will be talking about something different. I know we have been talking about a lot about the white folks and the Asians on this channel. Today, good brothers and sisters, we are looking at the Latino women. Most Latino women prefer black men over their races. To see of a lot of videos, dudes out there interviewing Latino women, and yet their women are choosing black men over them own people, and it pisses them off. I have come across a lot of videos about the brothers out there, relationship of our brothers. A lot of them are not really happy about this scenario, that their own women are mingling with black men and their women choosing black men over them. So out there, a lot of Latino women are furious about this. The truth is that love has no color. Latino and black goes hand in hand. There's a feature that the Latino ladies possess that these black guys love them. The same to black men. Most of these black men are going for Latino women, and so the women of Latino are also going for the black men. Most of the Latino guys are involved in dangerous activities. When you move from South America and come to United States, they always look for black people, the white ladies themselves. Most of them identify the black culture, similar tradition, and also job opportunities. So a lot of white women out there who are getting black men are now coming online and giving white women how to get black men. I mean, that is literally what we are seeing right now in 2026. A lot of them are now coming online to tell their fellow white women how to catch a very nice and rich guy. Some even coming to an extent of stealing other people's men. Some even reach an extent of fighting. Yes, that is what we are seeing right now in 2026. And these women are out there in the comment section flirting and paying attention. I mean, it is really crazy to see the level of attention that most black men get amongst these white women. And a lot of white men out there are pissed off about this. But unfortunately, that is the reality of the thing right now. And kind of a lot of women out there are starting to talk about this. So do you think that certain Europeans or white of African descent to extend their legacy through the perceived benefits of melanin? In a recent street interview by social media influencer Tokyo to LA, a white American woman candidly shared why she prefers to date and hopes to marry a black man. According to her, the appeal lies in the melanin, which she believes symbolizes strength, beauty, and resilience. She expressed a desire to extend the legacy through what she views as a union that combines culture, richness, and genetic diversity. While her boarded question interpret, do you believe that we value our own melanin as much as other groups of people do? Another beautiful lady proudly called an average African boy the love of his life, black boy. No filters, no gold chain, just real love. She didn't come about his status, his money, or his lifestyle. In a world where many women raise their standards, the moment they feel beautiful, the women choose love over luxury. This is rare, especially in Africa, where a man wouldn't even get a DM reply. But girls saw their heart, not pocket. This is a white man serving the reason why he loves black people and why he refuses to believe the negative stereotype about the black. His message has sparked a huge decision with many people agreeing that character matters more than skin color. Let me know what you think about this on the comment section, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers. See you in my next video. Bye.